Coming to you live from ADD Sports, I'm Danny.
I'm Day.
And I'm Alex.
So in this segment, we're going to be discussing the breaking news of the Sean Payton formerly departing as being the Saints head coach. Day, I'm going to start with you. Where do they go from here? Who do you think they hire as a head coach?
I think the Saints being pretty loaded on defense and having no issues there, but a lot of question marks on offense ever since Drew Brees retired. I think they need an offensive-minded head coach, so I would be targeting some of the top offensive coordinators out there to try to be the replacement for Sean Payton. And I think the former players that are coaching in the league right now are the most intriguing candidates because they have been seeming to have a lot of success lately. So I would be targeting Byron Leftwich or Kellen Moore. I think the job that Byron Leftwich has done and working with Tom Brady is going to bring a lot to a team. I think the job Kellen Moore has done with the Cowboys is pretty great. I think that he could help get that offense back on track. I know a lot of people think Eric Bieniemy, but I think it's hard to say how great a job he's done as an offensive coordinator, being that he's inheriting the best offense and has Andy Reid coaching with him. And so I think that the job that Kellen Moore and Byron Leftwich have done is a little bit more what the Saints need right now because they don't have a Patrick Mahomes in New Orleans. So I'd go Leftwich or Moore.
Those are some valid points, Day. The next question I'm going to pose is going to be to Alex. Is Sean Payton going to be coaching again in the National Football League? What's your take on that one, bud?
Well, bud, my take is he has been coaching for 15 years. But I still think he's got a couple more years left in him finding a new team to coach. I don't think he will go for a rebuilding team like maybe the Jaguars, Dolphins, or Bears. He'll probably wait for the right opportunity to arise, maybe the likes of Minnesota. I think I like Minnesota.
I don't know about that take, bud. You don't feel like he's just going to kind of hang it back and, he's been in the league 15 years and he's got all this money and, he might just buy a house like Nick Saban on a river somewhere in Alabama and just sort of kick it back. You're not feeling that sentiment?
I'm not feeling that sentiment, Danny. I don't feel like he's going to pull Ohio State Urban Meyer and just ditch his team.
He's going to pull the Bruce Arians and just wait for that opportunity.
Yeah, he'll pull that Bruce.
So the last thing I'm going to sort of cover is what the Saints roster might look like next year. They've got some good, nice pieces on defense, especially in the secondary, Marshawn Lattimore and some of the pass rush that they've currently got. I don't think they are going to have much ability to go out and sign a whole lot of people just with their cap space issues right now. So they'll probably retain Jameis and just sort of try to get a new coach in there who will bring some new energy and new ideas.
Don't forget to let everybody know that you've always been the big Jameis believer for 5 years with him and I telling you that he wasn't the answer. You kept making every excuse for the Bucs. You said, well, it's everyone else's fault. And, Jameis is just doing best with what he's got to work with. The Bucs are such a flawed team. So I know you think that Jameis is going to have those Saints in the Super Bowl. If he didn't tear his ACL, you'd probably have him as your pick right now, wouldn't you?
I know that the viewers of ADD Sports do not believe a word out of Jay's mouth right now.
There's someone bear witness.
Jameis to me, I don't know if he's got some arm talent, but man, he does not make good decisions. And now that Sean Payton is not in the mix, I think he could be unleashed at his full potential on turnovers next year. But we'll have to see on that one. Maybe the new coach will be able to rein him in a little bit. Dirk Cutter certainly could not.
It's
good.
The Bucs were a quarterback away from a Super Bowl. That if Jameis was swapped with anybody else, that would be a Super Bowl contending team.
Yeah, and look what happened the next year.
TB12, baby. TB12. Yeah, it'll certainly be interesting, but I think the Saints do have some opportunity to still do well in the division, just with the Falcons and the Panthers still kind of finding themselves.
And if Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers make their way through there.
You never know. Russell Wilson had him on his top 4 list, so maybe a straight-up swap, Jameis for Russell.
That'd be enough to get Michael Thomas back.
You never know. But that'll wrap it up for this segment of ADD Sports. Be sure to like and subscribe and also share our channel. We hope you enjoyed the segment. Have a good night.